Did you know a good mentor or a good coach? By the way, I am using the two terms interchangeably. Did you know a good mentor or a good coach can help you with your corporate career or your business in so many ways? And people who know this are utilizing mentors and coaches and getting ahead of you. And those who don't know the beauty of utilizing a good mentor or a good coach are struggling and living in pain and getting left behind. So what are some of the top secret benefits that people who know how to utilize a good coach or a good mentor are enjoying, the kind of benefits they're enjoying, top secret benefits? All right. In this video, let's just talk about just three of them, not all of them, just the three top benefits. The first benefit that a good mentor or a good coach can help you is to help you to analyze the situation you are in, the corporation you're in, and or your customer in your business, or the industry you're in. And quite often you don't understand the big picture. You don't understand the setup. You don't know what the setup is or how the setup is. And you don't understand your opponents, their concerns, their frustrations, their feelings, their desires, what they want, what they don't want, and what they would do anything to avoid. Okay, and why they are doing certain things certain way, and why they are not doing certain things certain way. And if you don't know their thinking, their situation, the way they are, you're in the blind. You are fighting in the blind. Of course, whatever you're trying to do is not effective because it's not based on reality. It's not based on the reality of what they are and how they are. It's based on your misunderstanding. It's based on what you subjectively dreamed up. It's based on your fantasy. It's based on your wish of how they are, what they are, not based on the reality of how they are, what they are. So that's the first area, the first thing a good mentor or a good coach can help you with is to analyze the situation you are in, analyze your opponents, their feeling, their desire, their craving, their wants. This can be the corporation you're working for. This can be your boss. This can be your colleagues. This can be your team members. Okay, this can be your entire department. This can be the other company departments. Okay, you're working with, you're working against, and you could be collaborating, but you ended up competing or fighting against. All right, or you can be your customers, your vendors, your suppliers, or the entire industry you're in when you're running your own business, or your employees, or even your family members. All right, so that's the first way a good mentor or a good coach can help you to sort out, to see through the chaos. The second way, the second area a good mentor or a good coach can help you with your career and or your business is to analyze yourself, to help you to see what strengths and weaknesses that you have, and what capabilities you have that you don't yet realize that you have them. Quite often, okay, we as individuals, we live in our heads, okay, and especially in the corporate world, in the business world, okay, we have this need, okay, a social convention, to present an image of we're perfect, we have no problems. And then so we end up spending so much of our energy, mental, emotional energy, presenting this image that we're perfect, we have no problems, we know everything, everything's under control. Yet deep down, there's chaos, there's fear, okay? You're worried, you're staying up all night, and you have a civil war going on in your head. And this, okay, freezes your mind, all right, because you're in fear, because you have so much anxiety, and once your mind is frozen, okay, you cannot think, and then you do not see a lot of the capabilities that you already have, and a lot of the strength that you have, a lot of the relative advantage that you have over your opponent. Your opponent can be, in this instance, it can be your colleague, or your manager, or your team members, or the corporation you're in, or your customers, or your vendors, or your employees, or or your entire industry, or what have you. So a good mentor or a good coach, okay, can help you to analyze your own situation, and then help you to realize what advantages you have, what relative strength you have over your opponents, and then how you can utilize them to your advantage to get you what you want. All right, so that's the second way, or the second area a good mentor or a good coach can help you to advance yourself both in your career and or in your business. And the third way a good mentor or a good coach can help you with your business and or your career in the corporate world is to influence and persuade, is to get other people to want to do what you need them to do. This can be you're in the corporate world, okay, you want your manager to see things your way, to start the project that you've been proposing to him to get started, to approve the $1 million budget. This can be you trying to get a colleague or a bunch of colleagues to get on board with whatever it is that you're trying to do. This can be you trying to get your team to see things your way and enthusiastically engage and participate in the project that is ongoing, that is your initiative. All right? Or this can be you're in business for yourself and you want your customers to see things your way, why they need to buy from you, why it is beneficial to them to buy it from you, to get the service from you, the products from you, as opposed to your opponents. How is that benefiting them? Or this can be you're trying to communicate with your vendor that whatever it is they're doing, it's not good for you. Okay, you need them to modify whatever, be it the delivery time, the delivery method, or the pricing structure, or the payment structure, or what have you. Communication, right? Talking to other people is not about you told them everything you wanted them to hear. Okay, communication, right? It's all about influence and persuade. It's you getting someone to change their thinking, to do a 180, like what I'm doing now, right? Is to get other people to change their thinking, change their mind from disagreeing with you to agreeing with you to not seeing eye to eye with you, to seeing eye to eye with you, to enthusiastically wanting to do the thing that you need them to do. That is effective influence and persuasion. That is effective communication. It is not you told them what you need them to hear and then you dump it at them, so take it or leave it. And then if they don't take action, if they don't do the things you need them to do, you just get angry with them. No, that is not effective communication. All right, and a good mentor or a good coach, okay, can do this and do this effectively because he has experience, he has knowledge, he has wisdom, and he is good at helping people just like you. All right, he has experience because he has worked in a large variety of different situations, different circumstances. All right, today we call it diversity. All right, he has worked in different industries. He has worked in different places, different cities, different states, different countries on different continents, under different legal system, under different labor laws, under different taxation laws, under different business cultures, right? Using different languages. Did you know even amongst languages, nations that speak the same language, there are subtleties, all right? Even amongst English-speaking nations, it's the same language, but words don't mean the same in different countries. It's the exact same word in English, but they mean opposite things in a different country, all right? Or they might mean a different thing in a different region of the same country. Or the business culture of a different industry in a different part of the same country is completely different. And people come from all walks of life. They are all different. And yet they all have something in common, right? So without a lot of experience in real life, okay, working in different companies, different regions, different industries, different cities, different states, different countries, and different continents in different part of the planet. Both the Western Hemisphere and then the Eastern Hemisphere, and both the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere, right? Without all this diverse range of experiences, how are you going to have all this wisdom, right? And then not only you have to have experienced them, you have to have thought about them, and then did all your thinking, and then abstracted all the commonalities and all the subtle differences, and then how do you apply all of this, what's in common and what are different, into different situations, different people. All right, so that's the coach's experience, life experience in business and in life, in different parts of the world. And the second thing that enables the coach to help you is his knowledge, right? His knowledge in human nature, his knowledge in history, in human cultures, histories and cultures, plural, because we're talking about histories for different peoples in different parts of the world throughout human history, human recorded history, or even pre-recorded history. If you don't have a grasp, a overall big picture of humanity, of how humans come about, right? How are you going to be able to deal with people effectively? You need to understand true human nature. What do humans want? And what do humans say they want? And what do they really want? And then how do they want it? And how do you get them to want to agree with you? How do you get them to see that your idea, your proposal is beneficial to them? They're not going to do anything, right? That if they think, okay, from their gut level, that's harming them. Okay, people do not, living creatures do not do things that they sincerely think at a gut level that's harming them. Okay, people who do self-harm is because they felt at the time of the action, right, that action is not harming them but benefiting them. Think about here's an example. Okay, people who quit smoking, right? So they quit smoking on Monday, and on Friday night they go to a party, and then at the party some people offered him a cigarette. Then why did he accept the cigarette? Because he thought at that moment, okay, accepting the cigarette and engage in group smoking is good for him. It's going to make him feel good. He's not being rude to his friends. He doesn't know how to reject his friends. It's easier for now, it's short-term pleasure to just pick up the cigarette, okay, join the group smoking, and then he's telling himself, I can always restart quitting on Monday, all right? Do you think he's thinking that picking up the cigarette on the Friday night at the party, do you think he's harming him? Well, maybe in the back of his head. But at the time when he did it, okay, he wasn't thinking about the harm that was going to do to himself in the long term. He was thinking about the pleasure, the short-term pleasure that he was going to enjoy right here, right now, Friday night at the party. So without a deep, thorough understanding, okay, of how humans actually are, and without any human compassion to the way humans are, right? How are you going to influence them and persuade them to get them to change their mind, change their thinking, and hence their actions, their behavior, so they will want to do the things that you need them to do? Okay? You cannot accomplish that without truly understanding them. So as I was saying, the coach, okay, and or the mentor, I'm using the terms interchangeably, the coach or the mentor, okay, he's able to understand this because he has vast knowledge in human nature, in human cultures, in the differences and the similarities between different cultures. It can be throughout time or throughout geographical locations. All right. So his understanding of culture, of different cultures, of geopolitics, international geopolitics, because he has lived and worked in so many different parts of the world, right? His understanding of different business systems, business structures, business cultures, and different business laws, labor laws, and and different taxation systems. And how did that culture come about? How did that business culture come about? All right. Without a good understanding of it, how is he able to analyze the situation for you? Okay. And the third reason that a good mentor and or a good coach can help you is because he's an expert at teaching. Okay. And knowing something is not the same as being able to teach the thing you know. Okay. Anyone who try to teach your own kid how to drive, you know what I'm talking about. Just because you yourself are a good driver, it doesn't mean that you know how to teach your own kids. Okay. Anyone who transitioned from an individual contributor to a managerial position, be it tech lead, supervisor, team lead, manager, okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Many first-time managers come to my leadership seminars, and then their first question is, I just got promoted. I got promoted because I'm a self-motivated, hard worker, right? I work hard. I like to work hard. But now I'm managing the other people that I used to work with. How do I get them to want to work hard as I work? Teach me how, right? I have had school teachers, university professors asking me, I can do math, I can teach math, I love math, or I'm an engineer, I'm a professor of engineering, okay? I can do engineering, I love engineering, I can teach engineering, but how do I get my students to want to learn math? How do I get my students to want to learn the engineering method that I'm teaching, as opposed to getting the answer in 2 seconds from the internet? Missing the point of having to learn the method. Learning the method is the point here. Is what we're doing here. It's not about getting the answer on the internet for 2 seconds. All right. So a good teacher, an effective teacher, they have good, solid understanding of their students, where the students are, what are in the students' blind spot, right? They do this from experience and also by listening. They have superior listening skills. They can hear what's not being said. So when a student asks a question, right, a lot of the times, because the student is confused and he is frustrated and he has a lot of anxiety, so a lot of the times the student may not know the best way of phrasing his question. He might phrase it as, how do I do this? But really, what he meant to ask is, what are we doing? Or why are we doing this? Okay, I'm sure you have experienced this plenty of times. And if you're experienced, okay, you know exactly what is the underlying question. And this can be as simple as a computer technician diagnosing a computer problem. The computer may produce an error message, and if you're not experienced, okay, you might get confused by the error message. And but if you are experienced, you know exactly what that error message is all about. Okay, here's a classical computer tech support joke, right? The user calls the help desk and asks, "Am I going to jail?" And the help desk says, what do you mean by that? And the computer user says, my computer says I have performed an illegal operation. What illegal operation have I performed? And then how long should am I going to go to jail? Okay, so a experienced computer technician, a seasoned technician would understand that this illegal doesn't mean that illegal. It doesn't mean the same thing. A good teacher, a good mentor, a good coach, they have superior teaching skills because they understand their students, and they ask the right questions, and then they listen to their students to get a good understanding of their students, and where the students is confused, where the confusions are, and they know how to explain and teach the confusion away. And a good mentor or a good coach, they know how to teach it in a way that's inspirational, not painful. Okay, that's the key here. They teach it in a way that's inspirational, not painful. And after each teaching session, call it coaching session, mentoring session, or what have you, okay, the student does not feel that he was talked down upon. He does not feel the teacher, the mentor, the coach is standing on a soapbox and lecturing down on him, and he doesn't feel there's a distance between him and then the coach. The student feels that it was just a friendly conversation over a cup of coffee or over a beer or what have you, and it's just a casual conversation in the lobby, in the hallway. Okay, and that's how the student felt after the session. And the student felt that way because it was deliberately set up and delivered that way by the coach, by the seasoned, effective coach. So the student, the information, the knowledge went into the student, right? Put the seed in the student. The student felt inspired. The student did not feel that he was put down, he was talked down upon. The student does not feel that he's small, he cannot help himself, right? He feels bigger, he feels more capable. He realizes that there are capabilities deep down inside of him that he never realized he had them. He was yet to tap into them. But now the coach helped him to realize that he has all these capabilities, all these abilities, all these potentials. It was always inside of him that he never realized he had them, right? Now, with this newly discovered, okay, profound self-realization, of himself, about himself, his capabilities, and the situation he's in, right? A superior understanding of his opponent, and the situation he's in, who needs what, who craves what, who has what advantages, who has what disadvantages, and then how to utilize them, right? He's able to go ahead and do whatever he was going to do. And he's going to have a new strategy, a new thinking, and a new communication content with a new communication style, a new style to influence and persuade, to get his opponents to get his opponents to stop opposing him and start collaborating with him. Because the opponent understood, figured out, realized it's actually to their own benefit to collaborate with you as opposed to oppose you. Because whatever you're proposing is actually helping them, not harming them. All right. So what challenges are you facing? Okay, in the office, okay, with your managers, with the corporation, with upper management, with your colleagues, with other departments, with your team members, all right? And how are you dealing with it? And if you're in business, okay, what challenges are you facing? Are you trying to convince the customer? Are you trying to convince a vendor, a supplier? Or are you having challenge with your employees, be it hiring them, or communicating to them, or getting them to understand things the way you want them to understand it, and to do things the way you want it done, okay? And to talk to customers the way you want to talk to you want them to talk to customers. What are your challenges? Okay, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. All right, and if you need coaching, my contacts are linked below. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and send this video to as many people as you know who are also into personal development, okay? Practicing the never-ending upward spiral of personal development, personal upward evolution, all right? And because we're all in this together, we're learning together, all right? Until next time, keep on learning. Coach Michael Lin signing out.